Oh, whoa.
Boom!
Boom.
What's going on, everybody? It is Fans of Something Live 25.
And you know, with this guest, I sort of like did a double take. So I'm like, didn't we already have him on here? Or I guess it's just surprising that we haven't.
He's been on other things.
Correct.
Yeah, he's been on other streams, other shows that we've done, but never FOS Live.
That's crazy.
And you might have also confused him with Vinicio, the other half of Vin versus Vin.
Perhaps.
Vinicio was on, I think, somewhere in the 20s. Yeah, it's
long overdue.
It's long overdue. It's one of those cases where you're going down the list, right? And you're like, oh, Jesus, how has Vin not been on yet? So got to make it happen. And it's happening tonight. We're happening. He's happening.
It's happening.
Tonight, we're getting hard copy blue.
No. You did it better earlier.
We're getting hard. Copy blues. So no, Vin's awesome. He's like I said, the other half of Vin versus Vin. If you have never heard of Hard Copy Blues, links down below in the description box.
And also, where have you been?
Yeah, it's a great channel. He's a great guy. He's probably the most fit, buff movie collector you're ever gonna come across.
Which is not very typical considering we're all lazy asses and we just sit on the couch all day.
Yeah, most of us, don't even know what a gym looks like.
No, what's that?
So, but this guy runs marathons. He does everything, man, when it comes to physical fitness. And I'm sure we'll talk about some of that stuff.
Yeah, he has Arnold Schwarzenegger shaking in his boots.
Yeah, and then we're gonna obviously get into literally earlier today he sent me a new Kino Lorber, I guess, discount that's been going on that I had no clue. So that's really cool. So gonna have to add that to the collection. We're gonna obviously talk about the elephant in the room, Barbenheimer. We're gonna talk about that. That's dropping tonight. So if you're here with us right now, we appreciate that. I'm sure most of you are over checking out Barbie and Oppenheimer. We're doing that on Saturday. That's our designated day. But
that's when we're gonna Barbieheimer.
Yeah, that's when we're Barbenheimering.
It's a noun, it's a verb.
We're gonna find out when Vin's Barbenheimering, and we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna bring him in here, and then we're gonna get into the live chat. So let's make sure everything's good. Copacetic here. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the channel, Vin.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
You guys actually were the first channel I was ever on any type of YouTube live with, so it's kind of fun to be back.
Heck yeah,
dude. That's crazy, considering
that
now your main event is the Vin versus Vin live stream.
Yeah. You guys got me started. I think it was a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation watch along.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The ideal movie to pop your stream cherry with.
Yeah, we watched that with who else was on that? That was
KB, I think.
KB was on there. Wasn't Huck on there?
I was gonna say Huck was on there.
Was Huck on there?
Yep, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. See, now what'd you say?
Was that around Christmas time? Probably.
100%. Yeah. What's interesting about those is now the watch-alongs have evolved into we only do them if we can actually get somebody from the film to watch along with us. Like, we'll get other people like yourself, Basement Blues, whatever, but we need to get somebody from the film because we found that just kind of makes more sense versus just a bunch of YouTubers watching a movie.
Yeah, your channel is amazing in that aspect. You guys put that extra work into to get these people on your stream, whether it's an evening with series that you guys do or watch alongs. You get some awesome names on your streaming, on your streams in general, which makes your channel very unique and very cool.
You humble us.
Yeah, no, I mean, people ask, how do you even do that? It's just like social media, man. Social media is an incredible tool that you just have to, make sure you're obviously talking to the right people and you're not talking to an imposter or anything like that. Luckily, that hasn't happened yet. I'm waiting for the day where I reach out to somebody.
You get catfished.
Yeah, I get catfished in a way.
I was watching the replay of the most recent one you had. I'm forgetting the guy's name, but he was in Jaws 2, and he seemed like such a nice guy.
Dude, he's so cool, man. Because we had never seen Clue, so we watched Clue for the first time in preparation for that. Have you seen Clue?
I haven't seen Clue.
No? Oh man.
Do yourself a favor.
It is a good movie. It's
Is
a
it?
good movie. Heck yeah. It's 1985 when it
Okay.
and he plays he's like a supporting role. He's not in the movie quite that like long, but
Yeah, vent.
oh, it's Tim Curry at his best.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's so cool. I think it's on Amazon right now for $15, like the new version of the Blu-ray. I was looking at it. I was like, do I want it that bad? $15.
That's a little steep for a standard Blu-ray.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, I'll hold off on it. But you sent me today, is that like a sale they're having?
Yeah, I guess Kino Lorber is doing their summer sale for the next couple of weeks, and they started it today. So I'm not the biggest Kino collector. I've been going really hard with Criterion. That's kind of my favorite label. But I was browsing the Kino sale and I saw that. And that's the one we were talking about it earlier. That's the one Kubrick film that I actually have not seen and I don't own. It was his first feature-length film. So for like $7.99, I'm definitely picking that up.
Heck
What
yeah.
movie is that? I'm not too well
Fear and
versed.
Desire.
Fear and Desire. It is so I actually have seen that one. I've seen every Kubrick except for he has 2 documentaries that he did before Fear and Desire, which are also, I think, maybe on Kino, or they have the same kind of artwork, but maybe they're not Kinos. But they're like documentaries. Those ones I haven't seen.
Okay,
But,
yeah, I haven't seen those either then.
But Fear and Desire, it's definitely a lower tier Kubrick for sure. There's not a lot that goes on in there, but it's cool to see the beginning phases. Like it's very reminiscent of Paths of Glory. So
okay. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, anything Kubrick, I'm in. I want all of his stuff regardless. So
yeah, yep. And here's Felix. There's Felix.
there he is.
Vin was like, "Are we gonna get the obligatory Felix cameo?"
So are you guys full on like ensconced in pet ownership now, or does it still feel kind of new?
For me, it feels still brand new because I was raised no pets.
I haven't had a cat in a very long time, but
Yeah.
he's grown to me very quickly.
Yeah.
It's more so just figuring out his little nuances and how to deal with them.
Do you like cats?
Yeah, me and my wife had cats before we were married. Before we had kids, we had a couple of kittens, and that became cats. But we haven't had cats in I haven't had a cat in like 13, 14 years. So right now my dog would not allow that. So maybe when my dog someday passes the puppy bridge to puppy heaven, I think it'd be cool to get a cat back in the house.
Yeah, they're definitely more chill.
Oh yeah, my dog is a complete 85-pound spaz.
But the one thing, I'm sure you get your cardio from walking your dog. You don't have to worry about that with a cat.
I have a fenced-in yard, and my dog, I walk him a couple blocks and he's dying. So he's not he just does his thing out in the yard all day.
Oh.
So that's something I wanted to kind of touch on, because obviously we'll talk about the the movies and everything, but I want to also, in case anyone is stumbling across you for the first time, physical fitness seems to be a very key element to your life. Is this true to say?
Yeah. I was involved in Taekwondo. Actually was a big part of my life when I was a little kid. My parents actually put me in Taekwondo when I was like 6 years old, because my teachers in school were like concerned that I never talked in school, and like I was just super shy. So they put me in Taekwondo to try and like open me up or whatever. And I got pretty heavy into that. And then I got into cross country and track, as a middle school, high schooler. And my job actually all through my 20s and into the very early part of my 30s, I actually ran an entire Taekwondo academy. Like that was my job. I ran the school. I was master Sido, the whole deal, was in charge of everything. And then that kind of eventually came to an end, and I ended up getting certified as a trainer, started working out of a gym, and then the pandemic kind of closed that door. And since then I opened up actually my own LLC, and I've been doing personal training out of my home gym, which I pretty much took the clients I had from the gym, and I have them come to me, and I can charge them less money, and I don't have to split the money with the gym. And it helps pay the bills. And then my wife actually opened up her own hair salon during the pandemic, and she's doing fantastic. She's really, really thriving. So the pandemic kind of switched our roles in a sense where I was working full time and she was part time, and now I kind of work from home doing my part time thing. Enough money to pay the bills, and she's going full on hardcore, full time at the salon. So it's working for us. It's going well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I just thought you did like the marathon stuff. I didn't know you did the that's kind of like what you do for a living in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps me sane for sure. I mean, you learn about yourself. I'm 36. I know you're like 30.
I'm 30. Yeah.
30. So for me, it's kind of more of a requirement. I just function better with cardio. My anxiety is lower. My brain works better. Like I kind of need it. Without it, I've had instances where I just don't do well. So I've discovered as I got back into running more these past couple of years, my anxiety is just leveled out and I'm just in a much better place. And it's kind of it's like my medicine. I need to take it. If I don't take it, I don't know. So it's kind of one of those things.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Now, is Taekwondo is that as far as like your Korean knowledge extends, or do you like any sort of Korean movies, media?
Oh, that's one of my favorite genres is South Korean cinema. Love it. I've found so much South Korean cinema that I've just fallen in love with over the past few years. But I've been exposed to a lot of really good home cooked South Korean food from various events and stuff. Really, really great food they have as well. And I can speak a little bit, but not much. Not much. Nothing impressive. Just like I can count and say a couple of phrases, but nothing too cool.
So we got South Korea or Korean, I guess we just say.
South Korean.
Korean. You can speak some Korean. You're pretty fluent in Japanese.
Not fluent, but I could, I'm pretty intermediate. Like I'd be able to converse with like an elementary school student.
And I am super, super fluent in English.
Oh, that's a good one.
So
that's a good one.
English.
Yeah, I wish I spoke a second language fluently. Like I just think that's so cool. People who know 5 languages. It's like, geez, you're like a superhero. Like, how do you know 5? It's incredible.
Yep.
I think it's like a beautiful thing where it's like the more you can understand, because it's not just the language. It's they don't speak like verbatim like how we speak in English. There's a lot of culture that you learn with it. So it's like being able to understand like more Korean culture, South Korean culture. Yeah. Like from the language, like it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, and so many of these other countries, they all speak English, as their second language. It's just a thing that they all do, and us in America, we're too lazy to do anything.
Right. Maybe if you're lucky, you get into Spanish in grade school, and then it drops off.
Yeah, one of my good friends actually lives in Shanghai. He's lived there for the past 10 years, teaching English, and he's finally coming back home for good. But even after 10 years living in Shanghai, he still can barely speak the language because everything just caters to him, English speaking, over there. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Wow. 10 years and you're in the country and you still, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. I've always wanted to do one of those things where, cause I'm very immersed in the Japanese culture. There are these boot camps, if you will, where you get sent to the country. Sometimes depending on the language, they'll have them here. And it's you can only speak that language. They don't speak a lick of English. And you're there for 3 months or 8 weeks or 12. I can't remember. Yeah. And by the time you get out, you're fluent because you're not allowed to speak any English or they can't answer you in English. So you just have to figure it out. That's how you can't speak.
And what's the age they say? It's 2 years old or something where you can really absorb language for the first couple of years of your life. And then you hit 3 and it's a wrap and you can't do it. You can't do it as easily anymore, but
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's when you watch, foreign language titles, do you keep the subtitles on or are you dubbing it up?
Always subtitles.
Always subtitles.
Thank you. He can't read.
It's just, I don't know. It's just because anytime I read a book, I always my attention span can't take it. So I just end up falling asleep. And that's kind of.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. I've always been subtitles because first of all, you can't always trust how the quality of the dubbing. But I feel like when you turn on dubbing, you're robbing those actors of their true performance, their cadence, their tone of voice, all of those things. And that's kind of my argument I had with my buddy who's kind of the opposite side. And he was like, okay, well, with subtitles, your eyes are always on the words and you're missing cinematography. You're missing things in the background. And I was like, okay, well, you kind of made a good point, but
okay, you made a point.
For me, I want to hear the actor's true voice and I want to hear their delivery, especially we were talking a little bit about South Korean film. Some of there's a certain way the South Koreans talk with their tonality and the way they fluctuate their volumes and their tones throughout sentences, and taking that away just really, for me, kills it. So, but I can see the other side of the argument for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of South Korean film, we started Parasite.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because we started Parasite, and it might have been a bad mixture of the subtitles and just me being tired. I started falling asleep.
That was Criterion Month. This is one of my favorite South Korean films here. If you guys come across it, Secret Sunshine.
Ooh. I've heard of it.
Secret Sunshine.
I have heard of it.
And what's that? Like, what's the
premise?
Yeah, the basic premise: a recently widowed mother and her son move to a new community, and they're just trying to kind of reestablish some semblance of normalcy, and they're fitting into this new community, and it's pretty much just the mother's struggle to find her footing, and a tragedy happens, and it's just her trying to get through it all. But it's this director Lee Chang-dong, and everything I've seen from him is fantastic. So the most popular thing that maybe you guys might have heard of is Burning. It has Glenn from The Walking Dead in it.
Ooh,
yes,
that's a really good movie as well. Burning, if you haven't seen that one.
I think because you said that he was in it, I think I know what you're talking about.
There's a couple things with him I want to check out. Beef on Netflix. I want to check out.
That's pretty good. I watched that one. Me and my wife watched that one.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool.
One other thing, I can't remember. Was he in that movie called Mayhem?
He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think that's a Shudder movie. Is that Shudder?
I think so.
It's not Shudder. Okay. It just gives me Shudder vibes.
It's back there somewhere.
Well, that's what I love. So, okay, it looks like, is this because usually when you do your live streams, it looks like you're sitting on a couch and there's like a big distance between you and your collection. Is this like your new official? This is a permanent right here?
I go back and forth, usually like the Vin versus Vin. Mainly lately, I've been kind of closer up against the wall because I stole my son's gaming chair from his room and just brought it down here. So I don't have to sit on the couch anymore. But yeah, I kind of pull it up here and figure I got this nice little wall. I might as well throw it in the background. So
yeah,
it is a nice background.
Yeah. No, it is good.
I kind of had to do a double take because I thought like the Blu-rays, I thought they were PS4 games, and I was like, that's an odd place to put them.
No. Custom shelving. It's super simple. I just bought like 8-foot pieces of wood and spray painted them black and threw them on the wall and made a little wall there.
You can do some architecting too. Huh?
Oh no, this is basic. It's just spray painting wood and putting a shelf up. It's I'm not handy.
So we'll live chat. We're coming. We're coming. Get your questions, your comments, your concerns for Vin in there. But before we do, Barbenheimer. Let's talk about it real quick because that's obviously the big thing this week. When are you checking them out?
I wouldn't mind seeing both of those, but I don't have a strong drive. Like, I'm gonna try and get to the cinema, but it's not like pressing. Like I'm going for sure. It's kind of like I might not. I probably will. But yeah, Oppenheimer, I'm probably a little bit more into seeing. But I've heard Barbie is pretty more geared toward more of an adult audience, and it kind of has more. I mean, once they had that 2001 spoof trailer, I was very interested from that point on, so I'd like to go see them. The thing is, I'd probably end up going by myself because I don't really have my one buddy who likes movies is out of town, and I don't really have anybody to go with, which I'm not opposed to going alone. The last few times I went to the movies, it was by myself, but it's like it's a little bit tougher to get the will to go out when it's just you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm also in the sort of minority that's more excited for Oppenheimer than Barbie.
Well, we're seeing it in IMAX.
Yeah.
So we're seeing it in the true format like that Nolan intended. So that's really cool.
The what is it, like 6 mile long, 20 mile long?
7 Mile, I think,
Reel?
I saw, or something like that.
Yes, I think it's like 11 mile long reel.
Oh, explosion! I was like, the screen?
No, like the real film wrapped up is 7 miles long.
Oh wow!
Yeah, something
Wow.
absurd like that.
Yeah, but I thought only like some select places were getting that one, or is that every theater is getting that? You know what I'm talking about? Like I thought there was only certain theaters that were getting Oppenheimer in a certain way.
Oh no, I just thought, I took it as, I saw some image online. It had a big film reel, and it said that if you unfurled the film reel, it'd be 7 miles, like the length of the film, of the footage on the film.
Wow.
I assume that, I mean, it's a 3-hour movie, 3 hours, I think, which
Yeah,
isn't
little
that
over
crazy
3.
these days, but
I mean, I just hope it doesn't feel like it. Granted, like I'm a big World War II movie fan. Like if it's just set during that time, like you already have my ass in the seat.
yeah.
But like Avatar, Way of Water felt 3 hours and what was it? 3 hours and like 14 minutes or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing Barbie first, then Oppenheimer.
Same day.
And
The true Barbenheimer.
yeah. So
You're gonna see them back to back, like the same day.
yeah, we're doing Barbie at 12 o'clock, and then I think at the next showtime after that was 4 o'clock for Oppenheimer. So we'll probably have
Get some
yeah,
mimosas.
because they have like a nice cafe kind of thing there at the theater we have. So
Oh,
we'll
nice.
probably
Little
just chill
snacks.
there. And so I'm excited. I'm more excited for Barbie just because I want to be totally surprised by this movie. I have a understanding of Oppenheimer. I kind of know what to expect going into that one. I don't have any idea what to expect with Barbie. So I think that's going to be hopefully a really pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm just excited to see Ryan Gosling's musical number that he
Oh,
supposedly has.
Okay. There we go. Is it like a La La Land nod?
I don't know.
But
yeah, Nolan can be a hit or miss for me sometimes.
right.
Some of his stuff I really like, but then there's other stuff that I really don't care for. But yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely interested to check it out, but I gotta get my butt to the theater.
Okay. Cool. And live chat, let us know as well. All right, let's go and see what is going on in this lovely chat of ours. And let's go all the way up to the top here.
Good
all right, here we go. Adrian James, always in here first. Adrian James, what's going on? Laren, good old Laren. He's going to be on your Vin versus Vin coming up here.
Yeah, I got to hold him. That's going to be fun on Sunday night.
There we go. Hey, Ed, Haley, Vin, hope all is well this evening. All is well. Cody, it's been a while since we've seen you in here, man. What's up? Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button.
What's up, Cody?
Movie collector. Cool shirts.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, Eddie's films and stuff. What's going on, man?
He'll be on Sunday as well.
That's right. Yep. He'll be on there. Tony's Movies and More.
Tony's Meatloaf and More.
You even brought Durant Cinema out of the woodwork.
That's crazy. Our good friend.
Damn. What's going on, dude? What's up, guys? How's everyone been? Hope everyone's good tonight. Yeah, man. Just chilling, hanging out.
I'm curious, does anybody hear like Felix playing in the blinds?
Yeah, do you hear anything that Felix is doing?
I don't.
Okay, cool.
He's being a menace at the moment.
Yeah, he's just going nuts.
He has the zoomies.
Oh, man.
No guys, the zoomies.
Laren saying hi to Felix. Felix, Laren says hi.
Felix, you have fans.
I need Vin's workout plan ASAP. So what is like do you have a workout plan, or is it just sort of?
I pretty much do the same thing every week. I can tell you if you want to know.
Yeah.
Cardio wise, I run 40 to 50 miles every week, and then I just do 5 weightlifting sessions every week. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
And how much are you? What is it called? Pressing? How much are you pressing?
Benching,
whatever.
Like a bench press.
How much are? Yeah, there you go.
I'm floating around 315.
315 pounds. You're doing this with 315 pounds.
You're laying on your back.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
That's still against gravity.
Good Lord, dude. Is that like a lot? Like I don't know what any of these numbers mean, but is that like a lot?
It's a fair amount for my body weight, because I only weigh about 160 pounds. So
how tall are you?
about 5'8".
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Have you seen Pumping Iron, the Arnold documentary? Yeah.
I've got his giant, thick encyclopedia of bodybuilding book too. He's got a book like literally this thick, all about.
Right. Yeah, the modern encyclopedia,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Right, but it's like written in the 70s or something.
It's pretty old.
Yeah.
Why am I so blown out?
Oh, I don't know. This camera's kind of booty.
Cheeks. Hold on, what if I?
That does nothing.
Well, do you also have like a diet that you follow, or does it not matter?
I don't have anything I follow. I'm just I have a basic awareness of what I should be doing, but I don't have like a strict plan or anything.
Yeah, like you just know, don't have like 3 large pizzas all to yourself.
And plus, since I run so much, I can afford to, not always eat the cleanest.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's like I know to bulk up, you need to eat substantially. To actually get muscle.
Are you going to be picking up Arnold's new book? It's like coming out in October.
Yeah, probably, right? That's what's it, kind of like a motivational, like life coach type of book or something.
Yeah, I think it's the 7 Tools to Success is the name.
I think that guy would totally be trying to run for president if he was able to.
If he could. Oh, 100%. Yeah, he would have. I don't even know if he would have done governor. Well, I guess you have to kind of have some form of.
I know there's like certain requirements to be president.
Well, you have to be born in the United States.
Oh.
Did you guys watch that 3-part Netflix thing?
She slept during the whole thing, but I watched it. Yes.
Yeah, what a life that guy's lived. It's crazy.
It's insane. I mean, obviously, I don't know about you. I think the best part was the middle part, the actor part. That's the thing I'm most curious about. But the beginning was really interesting. The politics I wasn't really too into. Yeah. But
not even the scandal.
Yeah, that part was kind of interesting just because I know his movies, I know about his sports career, but I didn't really know a lot about his political career. I just knew that he was governor, but it was kind of cool to see his process of getting elected and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cats are better than everything, says Durant. Yeah, Durant's a cat guy, that's for sure. Dell was our previous guest here on Fans of Something. What's going on, Dell? Good to have you here. Free range puppy. Yes. Movie collector. If you guys get Chevy Chase on for your Christmas vacation watch along, let me know. Well,
isn't he kind of in some bad things right now?
Is he?
I thought there was like a controversy, or he was just being not too PC.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody's
Yeah, right. Most likely not going to happen. But if we do, Ricky, right? Ricky's your name. I'll let you know, Ricky. Vin Quando. Vin Quando. I like that. Mizzy's coming out of the woodwork for Vin. Dude, you're bringing everybody out of the woodwork tonight. I love it.
What's up, Mizzy?
John Dougalo. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Glad to see Vin on here. He's the dude. He is.
I just did a stream with him a few days ago over on Bob's channel.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's funny. Certain names sound trollish. I'm not saying you're a troll, John, but like now it's nice to know that you've done something in the community. You know what I mean? Because when he first appeared, I don't think there was an avatar attached to him, and I was like, oh, this is such a troll, John Dougalo,
because Dave Durant Cinema.
Juggalo or whatever it is. John Doe. I don't even know how you say that. John Dougalo.
European
Juggalo. John Doe Juggalo.
John Doe Juggalo. All right, cool. Vin could kick my ass without even laying a hand on me.
Well, he would be laying a foot if he were to kick you.
But what I said at the top of the show is 100% true. I think you potentially are the most buff movie collector I've ever come across.
Yeah, they don't often go hand in hand, but
they don't. No, they don't.
Few and far between.
You're either into movies and you don't care about fitness, or you love fitness and you don't have time for movies. So it's cool that you kind of.
That's where all my time goes. One of those two things.
That's cool.
And my family, but,
Yeah, they're there.
Oh, Dell is throwing shade tonight. Can Vin do 100 push-ups faster than Eddie can do 40? Hey, those 40 kicked my ass. I woke up the next day and I was sore.
He was crying about it.
I was so sore.
Great form though. You don't do like slacker push-ups. You do them perfectly. So
like on your knees.
Oh man. Well, that's good to hear then. But I was so happy that the next month was 7. But we're not doing that anymore. I don't know if anyone's noticed. We're not doing that.
Because he's.
Yeah, I can't do it. I got no exclamation points. I see. I don't know what that means.
Sup? Oh, to Mizzy. It's like Tony. Sup, Dave?
Has Vin seen The Foot Fist Way?
I have seen that with Danny McBride. Yep. I
Oh,
don't remember it that clearly, but I know I've definitely seen it.
Is it like a parody? It sounds like a parody.
Danny McBride plays like a sensei
Okay.
at a karate school or something. I actually have another film of a similar vein that I might watch with my son tonight. The Art of Self-Defense with Jesse Eisenberg.
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
I haven't seen that one, but might check that one out.
How old's your son?
My older son is 13, and then my younger son is 7.
Are they into like the taekwondo?
My older son did it for a while when I was still working there, and he stopped. And my little one is currently doing it now.
Oh,
cool, man.
What
cool.
Karate? So Japanese, it would be a sensei. What's the master of taekwondo?
Sabum Nim.
That was a word. Yes, I won't try to repeat it because I'll butcher it.
Have you seen one of my favorites? It's a super parody. It's called Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Ooh, if I have, it's been too long. I can see that
the cover
in my head
where he's holding like the nunchucks, but they're like they're called gopher chucks.
Okay,
he turns gophers into nunchucks. It's so stupid, but man, I think it's a stroke of genius what he did. He took like an old 60s Chinese kung fu movie and he digitally inserted himself into it. It's pretty cool. And it needs a damn Blu-ray. It is so long overdue. If I ever make a Blu-ray, like these need Blu-rays video, that's going to be on there. Because I never see it on anyone's, these need a Blu-ray. So I barely know one language. Yeah, same here. I agree. I can barely speak English. Dave, look, Dave, you're very cool about it, but I agree. You barely can't, you really can't speak English. Dave, there you go. There's your exclamation point. There we go. Dude, a lot of love. Vin is the man.
Oh, thanks.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, what's going on, Kevin?
Hello.
Kevin starting up his channel, doing some shorts out of the theater shorts. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Everybody's saying literally hey to everybody. Subbed rules. What does that mean? Subbed rules.
Subtitles.
Oh, subbed rules. Gotcha.
Yeah, Dell's a big Asian cinema fan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Read quick. You don't miss that much of the picture.
Exactly. When you start watching more foreign films and you're reading the subtitles, you start to get that skill, like reading quicker. The more you watch, the quicker you can start reading. And then you can see the picture before the titles move.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No, I can't do it.
Certain films that are really heavy with the dialogue, though, it does, you got to really keep with it. I mean, and that's the thing too, when you're watching a film with the subtitles, you can't be messing around on your phone. You can't be doing anything else. You have to be watching.
Nope. But see, like, that's the other thing. Like, see, like I just had something in my eye right here. So if I'm watching a movie, I just missed five lines of dialogue because I have something in my eye. So it's just, it sucks. Eddie's films and stuff apparently is also subbed all the way. For me, dubbing takes away. Yeah. Reading subtitles gives me a headache. Thank you. Thank you. Vin, what is your favorite movie from your collection?
I'd be like asking to pick a favorite child.
Yeah. Well, we all get asked that question because we're all movie people. So for me, I always answer with The Princess Bride. It's always like, what's my favorite movie? I always defer to The Princess Bride as my favorite. But in all honesty, no one really has it's like kind of like music where what's my favorite song this week? It's this. What was my favorite song last week? Probably something else. Movies, as we discover new films, it always is kind of changing. But when people ask me that, I always default to The Princess Bride.
Well, that does have a really neat Criterion release.
Yeah, I have it.
I had a feeling you were gonna pull it. You're gonna pull it?
Oh, it's right next to me.
Oh, there you go.
Prepared.
There you go.
Because it's like a storybook.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh,
yep.
Beautiful.
It's actually right here because I have a pile of 80s films because I'm gonna make for Tim's channel the top 25 80s films.
That's right. Yeah.
So spoiler, that's obviously on my list.
That's in the list.
Surprise, surprise.
From my hearing is fine, but I still need subtitles for English.
I put them on for English sometimes as well, especially if the kids are around, things like that.
Yeah, I do too, honestly. Like, it just kind of, it's not like I rely on them, but if somebody says something that was like, what did they say? you know,
Yeah.
especially like if the music mixing's weird and it's like, God, I can't hear them at all.
Yep.
Yep.
Beef was a fun series. Yeah, I really want to check out Beef. I like the premise of that. It's like based around road rage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that because I love those things like Unhinged with Russell Crowe. Did you see that?
No, I don't think so.
You didn't see that movie? It came out in 2020. It's this woman honks at him on the road, and he's unhinged, and he just literally it's literally like a revenge movie. With Russell Crowe going after this chick who like pressed the horn a little too long. I was just gonna say that, Holland, John Douglas. My PlayStation games are on the same wall as my 4Ks.
Why would you do that to yourself?
All right, here we go. Taking my wife to see Barbie for her, and the other one for me. That's interesting. I'm super excited for Barbie. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. A lot of people at work are too. A lot of people at work are excited for Barbie.
You were going around polling people. Are you Barbenheimer this weekend?
I was. I'll definitely be checking out Barbie this weekend. No Oppenheimer.
Where's the Oppen?
I can't bring myself to drive 2 hours one way for Oppenheimer.
Well, but what if it was an IMAX?
Do you have an IMAX near you, or is it like really far?
Probably about a half hour.
Oh, nice.
That's about the same as us.
That's about the same as us. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Did you see Mission Impossible yet?
Not yet. No. You guys?
No, because I know, like, I was watching some interviews with Tom Cruise and everything, and they were like, we really try to make sure that each movie you can just watch it without having seen any other Mission Impossible movie. But for me, it's sort of like
you want to see Tom Cruise grow.
I want to, because I know it is the 7th of it. So I picked up, it was like an Amazon deal. It was like $20 for that whole collection.
Yep.
So I ended up picking that up because I was just talking to Laren, and he was like, I saw you picked up those steelbooks. And I was like, no, because in my head, I was like 20 for 1 through 6 or $150 for 1 through 6.
Yeah.
Because those steelbooks, man, those were not cheap, especially when you buy 6 of them.
Yeah, so, I have them all, but I wasn't going to do the steelbook thing.
No. But then I found out the artwork is Vance Kelly, who does a lot of the Lionsgate steelbooks. We had him on the channel. He did the artwork for the Mission Impossible steels.
Yeah, so, I remember that stream. That was a good one.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Did anyone see the Barbie steelbook artwork? Yes, I have.
No.
Yes.
I have not.
What about you, Vin?
No.
You haven't seen it? Do you follow the Disc Father?
I might. I'm not sure.
That's who I saw. He shared it on his Instagram.
I saw, because I forget who, it's a Walmart steelbook for Saw. But
yeah, it came out with like Saw and
Firefly trilogy.
Blair Witch too.
Blair Witch.
The Rob Zombie movies are getting them.
But I really like the style of it. I can't quite put my finger on what it reminds me of, but I really like it.
Yeah. 70 millimeter is only an IMAX. It can only be played on the biggest screen possible. Well, we're not going to, because we have the world's tallest IMAX at this theater. We're not doing that one. That one's a little too pricey. It's like $50 a ticket.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's not cheap.
So you had the world's tallest IMAX in your area?
Yeah, it's
100 feet wide, I think.
No, tall.
Oh, tall. It's 100 feet tall.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. That's kind of, I don't know. I might have to do, if that was close to me, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's we saw John Wick 4 in there, and
you've experienced it.
We've experienced it, but my only issue, and maybe Oppenheimer is different because it was actually filmed with IMAX cameras, but half the screen was still in like the widescreen format, so there were bars on top and bottom. I'm like, why did we pay this money if the whole screen isn't going to be filled up?
Something tells me Christopher Nolan wouldn't do that.
Yeah, like I have a feeling maybe Oppenheimer is different, but
yeah, probably. I don't remember John Wick 4 being touted as like a big IMAX heavy movie. Maybe I'm wrong, but
yeah, I don't even know why we did it in there.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Oh, no, wait.
It doesn't say it?
Wait, it says 101 feet wide.
101 feet wide.
And 76 feet tall.
And 76 feet tall. There you go. Okay, so that's the world's tallest IMAX, 76 feet tall.
That's crazy.
So the screen had to be painted by one-of-a-kind, specifically designed robotic arm.
Yep. It's pretty cool. It's a very nice theater.
And yeah, the place where you're sitting, you have to go up an escalator.
Here, let's pull it up here just to kind of show everyone. It's called Royal Cinemas. Here it is right here. And go here. So here's this is the theater we go to. I don't know if Royal Cinemas is like a, I don't know, it's like a name brand or something, but world's tallest IMAX. So, and then like they'll tell you what's playing in it. So right now look at, they're actually sharing it between Oppenheimer and Mission Impossible.
Yeah, so it depends on what time you want to go see it. Ooh,
Yeah.
oh,
So
That's awesome.
they have nice chairs.
Here, where is it? Right here. Hold on. I'm trying to find like the
Go to
info.
Google. Oh, I was gonna say go to Google
IMAX?
Images.
Yeah, there it is right there.
No, that's the regular IMAX.
No,
not the-
that's the big one. The regular one's next to it.
I can guarantee you it's not.
Okay. Well, anyway,
So wait, no.
agree to disagree.
No, it's literally not. Hold on. Go to Google Images.
What?
World's tallest IMAX. And then go there. And there. See, that's the regular one. To the left, that's the world's tallest.
Okay. Well, anyways, that doesn't really do it justice. It's just a drawing, but do you have a photo of it on the inside?
Well, there's the screen.
Is that it? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. It's nice. Yeah. It's pretty cool. If anyone's in Pooler, Georgia, that's where it's located.
Most random spot to have the world's tallest IMAX, but
yeah, I don't know how they landed on Pooler, Georgia, but everybody's talking to each other about Barbie and everything. I might dress up for as Barbie when I get the steel bike.
no, you have to dress up as Ken in the cowboy outfit.
You bought a blonde wig and a pink dress already. How much you pressing, Vin? Well, you already answered that. Everybody joking about here. Okay, here we go. Chevy Chase has never been known as nice.
So I've heard. Larry had a question.
What? Okay, here we go. Did Vin finish Cinema Speculation?
No, I haven't. You know, I only read. So that's the Quentin Tarantino book, and essentially it's just broken up into like 30 chapters, and every chapter he just talks about a different movie from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. And I read the first few, but I honestly trailed off on that one, so I haven't read it. Not much of it.
You are a big Quentin Tarantino fan, huh?
Yeah, I read his novelization of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was a lot of fun.
Did you end up getting through the complete history of Stephen King?
I was thumbing through that one, and when me and Benicio we did a Stephen King episode of Vin versus Vin, and so I was definitely thumbing through that and reading up on some of the titles I was going to choose. But yeah, that's an awesome book.
We got Wilkie's Movies and Music. Hey, Vin, sorry I can't join. Thought I would say hi to the group.
What's up, man? Yeah, I talked to him on Instagram.
Okay.
He pops in on the streams as well and whatnot.
Judd. Hello, Judd. Hello, Judd. Vin is a box of surprises. Mr. Ryan, what's going on?
Hello.
Okay. He's another Asian cinema buff.
Ooh.
Very Eisenberg-y. So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are not too fond of Jesse Eisenberg. I thought he was great as Zuckerberg. I think that's sort of his performance to beat that I don't know that he's beaten yet. Question, what's your favorite Karate Kid movie?
The original.
The original?
I'm not the hugest Karate Kid fan, but I like the first one.
Ooh, I've never seen any of them, actually.
We watch movies with phones in our hands? No, we do not. We do not. What is Vin's favorite of the Police Story trilogy?
You know, I have them all. I got this cool little Eureka box set with 1, 2, and 3 here, 4K. But I've only watched the first one so far, so I have to check out 2 and 3 still. So I'll let you know when I watch them all.
Is there any reason the Criterion only had 1 and 2?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the rights to 3 or something. I don't know.
They just didn't like 3. They didn't like 3.
Because I want to pick it up, but like in the back of my head, I'm like, well, there's more than 3, right? There's like 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many there are, honestly.
There's like
Jackie
modern
Chan,
ones.
like everyone knows like a lot of his films that he put out once he was kind of an American star. But if you look back in like all of his films that he's had in his earlier, he has so many movies. It's ridiculous. Like so many films like that just come up on these like box sets from other companies and stuff. Like he's done like I feel like he's done like 20 or 30 films that like no one's ever heard of.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I forget who we were, maybe it was Dell. Yeah, no, it was Dell. I've only ever seen his Americanized stuff. I've never seen his when he was over
Yeah,
in China.
there's a
So
lot.
I need to I'll probably end up picking up that Criterion set, even though I have no idea why. Because I could just get what you have. But then again, there are more after 3. I'm fairly certain there's like a modern one called Super Cop or something.
That's 3, Super Cop.
Oh, 3 is Super Cop? Okay. I feel like there's another one. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I hate watching a horror movie in subtitles because you miss the scares.
It depends. Depends on the
depends.
movie.
Depends.
If it's a more dialogue heavy movie, you know.
Whoa, a Barbie movie party? That's pretty cool.
Movie party.
That's pretty cool.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Unhinged was nuts in the best way. It totally was,
You
Del.
wanna
I
get
agree.
nuts?
It's such a bizarre movie. And like Russell Crowe is like chunky and everything. And
He's sweating.
weird. Is it more or the new movies are 2 hours and 40 minutes? Is it more or the new movies?
Is it me or
Is it me or
Oh.
are the new movies 2 hours and 40 minutes? Yeah, that's what everyone's complaining about.
Because everybody's
Times now.
attention span is going.
Yeah. I don't know. As long as I don't feel it. What other toy would make a good movie? Well, apparently this is the first of like a bunch of Mattel movies that we're going to be getting after this. The Mattelverse. This is what it's going to be coming.
What toy would make a good movie?
Turbo Man.
oh, yeah.
Turbo Man. Like that opening of Jingle All the Way, but make that feature length and make it good.
We already got a Lego movie.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yep.
Well, actually more, but whatever.
Yeah, there's a few.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about the G.I. Joe movies if you've seen them?
I haven't seen them.
No. I know those are, and then Battleship. That's apparently really not good. Those Rob
Monopoly
Zombie
movie.
movies are going to be coming to a 4K soonish with all the Blu-ray releases they're getting. Well, yeah, the Disc Father shared that. I don't know if they're 4Ks, but it's pretty cool looking. It's pretty cool looking. I have to drive almost to Atlanta to see IMAX, and that ain't close, but the screen is supposedly very big. Well, if you drive a little further to Pooler, you can get the world's tallest.
Not a little further. It's like 3 more hours from Atlanta.
Rock music.
Hello, long time no
Hello,
see.
hello. Okay, I think it's because Jackie Chan only directed the first 2.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
part of the set.
Maybe why Criterion doesn't have the 3rd. I think he means.
Yeah, but that's, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Is that how it is with every one of those like sets, like the Godzilla movies though? Like they're not the same director.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know, Aaron. I don't know. Saw Click with Adam Sandler yesterday. That's my all-time favorite Adam Sandler movie. So
Makes
you
me
saw
rethink life.
a good one there.
Speaking of some of your favorite films, I just rewatched Titanic a few days ago, 4 days ago, maybe.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I just did a podcast. It's a James Cameron's scene by scene podcast. And my favorite scene in that movie is when the door bursts open and the water rushes.
Mhm.
And that kid and then the son and the father.
Yep.
That's such a, oh my God. Like we just geeked out for like an hour on that scene, which it's like, what? You can do that? But yeah, that's a lot of fun. Jackie Chan is amazing. His lesser movies have some of the craziest stunts. Yeah. I think my favorite of the ones I've seen is in Rush Hour 2. It's when they're getting they're like in the massage parlor or something. Him and Chris Tucker. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember the scene.
From Rush Hour 2, they're like getting massages. He's like they're in those like when you go to like a spa,
Bathrobes.
like bathrobes. Yeah, like they're in bathrobes. And it's just this wild like fight that ensues inside there, and they're like using them to like whip and everything. And I think Chris Tucker undoes one of the guys, and his like ass comes out, and he like whips him in the ass.
Of course, you'd like that scene.
I forget
So-
which film it is. Del will probably know in the comments, but it might be Rumble in the Bronx or maybe First Strike. But there's one movie where he has a lot of interaction with a ladder, where he's like diving through the ladder and fighting people, which is insane.
It's so cool. I think again back to Dell, because he was like really praising Tom Cruise, and I'm like, yeah, well, let's praise Tom Cruise, but let's really praise what Jackie Chan was doing back in the day, because that didn't seem as safe. It just seemed like there's no way Tom Cruise is doing half of what Jackie Chan did.
Or let's go back a little further.
Yeah.
Criterion, Safety Last.
Safety Last, Buster
Harold Lloyd.
Keaton.
No, that's Harold Lloyd. Harold Lloyd.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm thinking of the cameraman. The cameraman.
Have you seen Safety Last? Are you into any of the older movies that Criterion has?
I haven't seen the one you mentioned. My tastes tend to grab. I know Criterion, they have so much from like the 40s, 50s. My tastes tend to, I like slightly newer stuff, like 70s, 80s, and beyond. But not that I avoid 40s or 50s, but oftentimes I find them to be a bit slow. But
Safety Last is, I believe that's 1928.
okay.
Even older.
Well, you just said that you watched a Chaplin movie and you weren't that impressed by it, right?
I watched Modern Times,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I commented on it on anything on
Unlike your
YouTube.
wrap up. Unlike your wrap up, I thought. Like
Like
everything you watched. Everything you watched.
well, I just watched that like last week, so that wouldn't have been on there. But yeah, it was fine. I mean, for the time it was made and whatnot. I mean, silent film was fine, but nothing I'd be like, let me put that in again, you know?
I swear I saw that in one of your like everything I watched in the month of whatever the month was, where you were like,
Maybe it
maybe I
was-
was just like tired or something.
Maybe it was a different older film, but yeah, I just watched Modern Times. I just picked that up during the sale. I just got that like last week.
Yeah. No, like they are like those. I mean, you talk about like you need to be awake because you're literally just relying on music at that point. So
And reading.
very little reading, but yeah, like a lot of times I'll be like, it's so tricky because that's the thing. Like I want to watch them, but we're so used to watching movies a certain way. It's so hard to go back and watch them in such a different context. You know what I mean? Like it really is difficult. So for those ones, I try to make sure I'm not working the next day. Like I got enough sleep the night before, so I'm not, falling asleep.
Yeah, I know a lot of people they really like that. Like I know Tim, I know Alex from Cinema Inspired. There's a lot of people that really love those 40s and 50s films. I wish I had more of a palette for them, but like kind of like you said, like everything just kind of evolves and gets better as the decades and whatnot go on. Not like those films are bad, but like inevitably the filmmaking process is going to improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love older films. Like they have like a sort of nostalgia for something that I've never known. It's weird. They're like comfort movies to me.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of? Oh wait, what did you think, Oscar? Oh, okay. Talking to rock music about Click. There we go. I've always loved Click. Yeah, Click is great. Do you like Click?
I've seen it once. I thought it was fine. It's not one of my favorites from his. But...
Okay. You were on the Sandler stream, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wedding Singer is my number one.
Heck
Of
yeah.
course.
Board Game the movie?
Monopoly the movie.
Board
I'm
Game
surprised
the
that's
movie?
not a thing yet.
Yeah, well, yeah. Why hasn't Monopoly been turned into a movie? That's pretty wild.
Wolf of Wall Street.
You can get the guy from Ace Ventura too. That Jim Carrey punches.
Yep.
You've seen that, right?
Not enough. I don't think I have it marked on my letterbox.
He's like, I forget what he says, but he's like, and you must be the Monopoly guy.
And he knocks him out and he's dancing around with him, right?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the free parking. Oh, God. The G.I. Joe movies are mid and Battleship sucks. Spoiler alert, Transformers are doing a crossover with G.I. Joe. Good God.
Let them come.
Let them come. Favorite Carpenter film then?
The obligatory question from Larry.
Yeah, yes, everyone.
Yeah, The Thing.
The Thing. There we go. The Thing. What's everyone's least favorite Jackie Chan American flick? Around the World in 80 Days is not that great.
I haven't seen that one.
That has a nice cameo from Arnold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like a lot of them, like Rumble in the Bronx, Jackie Chan's First Strike, Mr. Nice Guy. I was right around like 9, 10, 11 when all those films were getting popular. And my father would always take me to the theaters for those. But didn't he do one called The Forbidden Kingdom or something?
Recently, yeah. Right? It's pretty recent. Or am I thinking of a different one?
10, 15 years.
I'm thinking of that one he did with Arnold.
Around the world in 80 days.
Not Around the World in 80 Days. It's like a more recent one where Arnold looks like a.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
I think I can't pinpoint the title of it, but I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I can't have a least favorite if I've never seen any.
Oh, you've never seen a single Jackie Chan movie? Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Shame on me. I know.
The tuxedo is fun from what I remember. Him and Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's pretty fun.
I remember that one.
He puts on like this weird, this like magical tuxedo or something, and it gives him powers.
As one does.
It's Rumble in the Bronx.
Probably talking about the ladder that I mentioned.
Yeah. Love watching the bloopers during the Jackie Chan movie end credits.
Yep, those were always fun.
God, movies don't put bloopers anymore. And I think that's a shame. I love seeing people mess up their things. Like when Monsters Inc. or like Toy Story, they had like their animated bloopers.
Yeah.
It's like
those always rubbed me the wrong way because it's like
breaking the immersion.
You're purposefully, they had to animate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took all the extra time for that.
It didn't make sense. Yeah, it's like even when I was little, I think I realized that these aren't literal actual bloopers. These are fake bloopers that they purposefully animated.
Like that shows love.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm happy. In Monsters Inc., they had some good ones.
Yes. Like when they opened the door and there was nothing there, like somebody forgot to cue the door magic or something. Like, huh?
Seems like Rumble in the Bronx is a movie I need to check out.
Yeah, I think that was his breakthrough hit for the States. That was his first like big movie for the United States, was Rumble in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm. Which is the Jackie Chan movie where he does a stunt and falls on his head? It was shown in the end of credits.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been Rumble.
God, he fell on his head.
Johnny Knoxville himself.
Yeah, that's a good debate. Who's the crazier stunt person, Jackie Chan or Johnny Knoxville? It's two totally different leagues of stunts, but that
They're
stuff's
both alive.
crazy. Do you like the Jackass movies, right?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Do you own them?
I don't own any of them, but I've seen them all.
Mr. Mid-Level Media joining here
with a new avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to that.
Yeah, like how come you got rid of the like where you had your face on there?
Yeah, now I didn't even recognize.
How come you got rid of that?
It's a big change for everybody in the community, Ken.
Yeah, it was iconic. Come on now.
I think that's the thumbnail for when he was on FOS Live.
It is.
Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to him. The Foreigner is a great newer Jackie Chan movie. The Foreigner.
I can picture that one in my head too, but that's not the one with Arnold though.
No. Hold on. Because we have to get to the bottom of this. Jackie Chan. Felix is eating a leaf. That's great. Arnold. Here it is. Jackie Chan, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, here it is. Let me share the screen here. Yeah, we were totally off with the name, but it's called Iron Mask. Right here. He looks like a pirate.
That looks horrible.
Look at this. What is that? Look at what. Have you seen this? You're missing it. You're missing the laughs here. Look at Arnold here. I don't know who looks goofier.
Arnold, but not by too much.
Arnold, but not by too much. Oh my
goodness.
God.
I feel like I need to watch this.
Oh my God. Dave, are you still in here? Can you comment on if this is good or not?
God almighty.
Click. Oh man,
oh wait, hold on. Click what?
I was gonna say click on the one of them two right above that one.
The one
to the left.
This one?
No, this one.
Or this one?
Yeah, that one.
God.
Oh man. That's crazy.
I hate it.
Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's like, hey, remember you did Around the World in 80 Days? You want to do another one? But like the Around the World in 80 Days was like literally as he became governor. So he's in it for not even like 5 minutes. I think he just did it as like a favor. He's in that and The Rundown with Johnny Knoxville and The Rock. He has a little cameo. City Lights was incredible. City Lights, we watched, right?
Yes, we did. That's with the blind.
Yeah,
girl.
that's right. That's right. Yeah. That's not my favorite.
Not my favorite.
Chaplin. My favorite is The Kid. Have you seen The Kid?
No, I've been holding off on Chaplin just because I feel like he might get a whole 4K overhaul at some point from the Criterion Collection. I don't
Okay.
know if that'll happen or not, but I finally broke on that and I bought Modern Times, so I'm gonna pick up some more. So I've heard of The Kid. I've seen that in stores a lot. I've heard of City Lights. I want to get The Great Dictator as well. I think that one's supposed to be pretty good. Um,
I, I thoroughly, because you enjoy Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
no, of course. How could you not?
So the Kid is essentially the original version of Big Daddy. Big Daddy got inspiration from the Kid.
And
So
I think that's one of his very, very early films too, if I'm not mistaken.
that's his first movie he ever directed. Yeah, like feature length. So that one is incredible. We even did a watch along with James for that one.
Nice.
So that's if there's anyone I'm gonna recommend that you pick up, it's the Kid.
I might have to snag that before this sale ends.
Yep. I met Vin on the Sandler stream. That's right.
Seems like forever ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we're I don't know. I said like we're gonna pause on the mega, like having 20 guests on for one stream. I do miss them though. So
sorry, Felix.
It's just so hard to and you can talk about this too, man. Schedules, getting everybody to have that perfect schedule,
I mean, I've never done more than like 4 or 5 people, but yeah, I mean, some people do like 9 and 10, and I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We were those people.
Is it like is that something you ever want to do where you just have like every slot filled on the screen?
I don't know. Maybe someday.
Yeah. I picked up Barry Lyndon yesterday. Never seen it. Probably watch it tonight. Yep, Barry Lyndon.
That's like a 3+ hour film, but that's one that I always try and push people to actually watch it, because a lot of people are turned off because of its runtime, but it kind of reminds me of almost like Forrest Gump, where it's just this one guy's odyssey of adventure where he has all these different things he gets into, and
yeah,
it's a fantastic movie.
It is. And I was not the demographic for it. And my buddy Mike, who's actually going to be coming on for an evening with, he was like, dude, let's watch it. And that was Barry Lyndon is probably the biggest Kubrick surprise for me, just because of the runtime and the subject matter. And I walked away going, that was a solid film.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Well, if it's anything like Forrest Gump, because
it's not tonally, really, it's not, but just like it's this one man and you follow him and he goes through so much.
He does.
The only connection, really.
Because Forrest Gump is certainly a movie you have not seen.
No, I'm not.
No, you would like it just because he's just a goober. It's Tom Hanks being a goober.
A goober.
It is.
The Foreigner's very underrated. The Wedding Singer and Clicker, directed by the same director. That is true. And Blended as well. He did Blended. With Barrymore and Sandler. Spy Next Door, The Tuxedo were fun movies. I forgot about The Spy Next Door. I can see the cover too. He's like hanging from the ceiling, Mission Impossible style. Tuxedo's great. Yeah, him and Jennifer Love Hewitt. Forbidden Kingdom was 2007-ish.
Okay, that's what. Well, yeah, that's older. Yeah.
Not a fan of Around the World in 80 Days. Not a lot of people are. I love how everyone is having problems coming up with a bad Jackie Chan movie. I thought Jackie Chan was good in the Karate Kid remake.
Yeah, with Will Smith's son, right?
Yep. Yep. Good old Jaden. Iron Mask was ass.
Speaking of Will Smith, my wife actually sent me a video, something she stumbled across on TikTok. It was in black and white. It was I don't know if it was a clip from an old movie or an old award show, but it was who knows? It might have even been fake, but it was like the exact situation that happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith, but it was 2 other people from like way back in the past, and like the whole point of the video was like, yeah, they totally fooled everybody. They were just reenacting this confrontation from like the 50s or something.
Oh wow.
I wish I knew more about it so you guys could pull it up later, but maybe I can send it to you later, Eddie, and you can check it out. But it's like this black and white reel. And it's the same exact thing where the guy comes up and smacks him, and the guy on stage is like, wow, I just got smacked. And then he's like, keep my wife's name out your mouth. It's like the same exact thing.
No joke.
Or was it AI generated?
I was going to say, because I feel like
that's what I'm saying. You think the whole thing was, fake, but
dude, it's scary because I didn't hear anything about that when that whole thing happened, and I feel like we would have, somebody would have brought that up. How it's similar to
you would have thought by now,
right? So I have a feeling it's something with what the this whole strike is kind of going against here.
Yeah, probably, but it was interesting.
which, by the way, we're going to be, I reached out to Xander Berkeley. He was on for an evening with him and Jeanette Goldstein, but I reached out to him because I was like, I want to do I don't know if it's a live show or whatever, but I want to get an actual actor on who can, and he said he's game for it. So I guess he can, but I want to do a whole video or a stream where an actual actor in SAG is talking about what's going on, because, you know, I feel like that would be pretty valuable to anybody that finds it interesting. I don't know a whole lot about the strike, so
I would like to know more, especially because like I'm going into the movie business and Savannah is a very big movie place.
And it just applies to all of us, you know, whether you're just someone like you getting into it, someone like Vin and I who are just, you know, we're fans of movies, we love movies, we collect them. This whole thing affects everybody, so I think it would be cool to do a video or stream based around that.
Yeah, I heard you mention that in your last video with the guy I was mentioning earlier. What was the gentleman's name you had on most recently?
Oh, Jeffrey Kramer.
Yeah, I know Haley had said you're going to school for animation and to become a director and whatnot. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Trying my best, you know.
So, speaking of Savannah, Clint Eastwood is in Savannah filming his new movie, which that got shut down. So hopefully it picks up because you know,
because of SAG.
Well, yeah, because of SAG. But I'm saying like he's not getting any younger, so that would be terrible if he were to, you know, pass away, and because of the strike he wasn't able to finish his movie. You know, like it's an incomplete movie kind of thing, and it was only because of the strike. Like he would have completed it without the strike. It's called Juror Number 2, I think is the name of it. There's a reason why Iron Mask isn't mentioned ever. The Foreigners with him and Pierce Brosnan.
Okay, yeah, I remember The Foreigner having more of a darker feel to it. That's true.
You know, a movie that surprised me when I watched it with Pierce Brosnan in it. He's in with Owen Wilson, No Escape.
Mamma Mia.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. I thought you were going to say he was in I think it was A24 film. What the hell was it called? He plays this doctor who and helps women who are having trouble getting pregnant, but like he's really doing something super sinister, and he's really like, I think, using his own sperm on all of them or something weird.
Oh, wow.
What's it called? It's on Hulu. I forget, but
I think that's actually based on a real.
I was going to say, I feel like there's a documentary or something about that. But Pierce Brosnan is impregnating everybody?
He's doing something nefarious.
Why do I keep kicking the desk?
I don't know. You have a vendetta against it.
Oh, hate it. What about a vendetta?
Trying to find it.
Laugh.
Oh, sorry. Would you like this?
Yeah, I would.
Hopefully I had the right actor in my head. Maybe it wasn't even him, because I'm pulling up his filmography. I don't see it.
Ooh, Friday's the last day for the Criterion sale. They ended the sale a week early.
Oh, I did not hear that. Thanks for the info. I thought it was going to the 28th.
Why would they do that? Wait, Friday's in tomorrow?
That's pretty wild.
Tomorrow, really? Wow. I've picked up far too much this month.
Well, think however much you paid is now half what you would have paid any other month.
So, okay. Thank you. Beautiful segue. Why doesn't Criterion just price them normally? Because I can't imagine this is the time that their sales boom. I can't imagine there's anybody, you know, besides like hardcore collectors that need them day one that literally buys their stuff at full price. I've never understood why Criterion is so expensive. Why they don't just price it normally all year round kind of thing.
Well, you can get close to sale prices all year round on Amazon.
Okay.
If you go to Barnes and Nobles, they're $40, which is ridiculous. But even when the sale ends, if you like search in the Amazon, Amazon search Criterion Blu-ray, a lot of stuff's going to come up $20, $22, $25. The sale knocks everything down by a few dollars, but it's in store Barnes and Nobles that's just really overpriced.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Weird.
It's absolutely nuts. And Best Buy too. Best Buy is starting to get some. So, Caveman, what's going on? Hope everyone's well. Please take out all your aggressions on that like button by Will Smithing it for one of the greatest YouTubers, Vin, and these incredible hosts.
Thanks, caveman.
Yes, slap it, I guess, is what it is. Slap the like button. Forrest Gump is almost better than everything.
It's better than almost everything.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It is.
Man, with AI nowadays, who knows what's real, which is insane. It seriously, it's going to get to that point. I know you, Vin, and I, we share a real love for Joe Rogan, and you just showed me.
Yeah, I got
a commercial with him talking in the commercial.
Yeah, you know, I think I saw something with him.
And it's not him.
I got an ad on YouTube. It's 2 different ones, actually, from 2 completely different things. Advertising, like, you can get $6,000 back. And they showed, like, a picture of him, but then it's a very much AI-generated voice of him saying, because you could just hear it, you know, like, at the end of the sentences, like the tone.
Because it still sounds robotic to a
it,
degree.
Like, it sounds like him, like you would recognize it, but it's like something's uncanny about it. Just advertising this scam, basically.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's crazy, like how things could turn out, you know, like legality issues and people's reputations or their names getting dragged through the mud when they didn't really do anything. Like,
and that's the thing. It's sort of, you know, like, he has the ability, yes. Like, I'm sure if he wants to sue, go right ahead, you know. But it's like the little people, you know what I mean? Like, who's to say someone can't clip stuff of us off the internet? You know what I mean? Like, I'm always thinking about that. Like, down the road, you can just piece it together, kind of thing. Make it sound like we're saying stuff that we're not saying. It's scary.
I was talking to Cody about something in a conversation where he said something where if you're an extra in a movie now, you sign your rights over to be an extra, and they can use your likeness anytime in the future.
That's one of the things they're striking against. Yes, and that's why I want to get Xander on, because he is a SAG actor. So yeah, that's one of the things they're fighting against. And
think about how weird that is. Like let's say like Tom Cruise signed on for that, and like literally we could be looking at like in 50 years getting a movie with Tom Cruise where he looks like he's 25 and he's just in a movie.
Yep.
Or it's just like you're an extra, and then in a year or 2, whatever, you see a movie that you know you weren't a part of,
and you see yourself in
like,
the movie.
That's me.
We're getting into Minority Report shit. That's what's going on here. Have you seen Minority Report?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Oh my God.
Cruise.
God. And apparently the new Dead Reckoning has AI stuff going on.
I think that is part of the plot in that
part
movie.
of the plot. Yeah. So
yeah. I'm also
weird.
I'm with Forrest Gump in my head. I'm thinking about how he's a part of, like, where they superimpose him into historic events or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was like at an inauguration.
Wait, hold on. Who?
Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah. That's part of the movie. Yeah, like that was revolutionary at the time, and that was cool.
Like, how'd they get him there?
Good Lord, but now it's getting crazy. I was laughing at this comment from Laren, but your thoughts on the strike were so complex, Ed. So I did a video. Vin, I don't know if you saw it, but I did a video. It's like 9 minutes long.
Almost.
And I'm only on screen for like 5 seconds. And I just go, damn, that sucks. So I don't want to make it seem like I don't care about the strike. That's why I want to do this thing, because that video could be misconstrued as I don't care about the strike. I was just doing it for a shit and a giggle. But
a little light.
Yeah. Thank you for thinking that they were complex there, Laren. Thank you for thinking that.
Very thought-provoking.
Yeah, I really enjoyed No Escape with Owen Wilson. Yeah, that's a cool movie. They're like over like vacationing in a foreign country, and there's like a terrorist attack, and it's very survival based.
Okay.
Funny, I wrote that comment before. I guess Will Smith will be coming after me because I've started a fund to get G.I. Jane 2 made. Please don't delete me.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie. That's a Ridley Scott movie, isn't it? G.I. Jane.
With Demi
I don't know. It's been a long time. I know I've seen it, but it's been a long
Chat
time.
room. Am I speaking out of my ass here? But I'm pretty positive that's a Ridley Scott movie. So I just picked up Thelma and Louise for Criterion. So that's a Ridley Scott movie that I'm excited to check out. You like it?
Yeah, I bought that one as well. That was a first time watch for me. It's definitely a good movie.
Solid. Yeah, I remember.
Speaking of Ridley Scott, he's got a big one coming out with Joaquin, Napoleon, or not? Yeah, Napoleon, right?
Yeah.
Which again is this the Napoleon that Kubrick wanted to make? because
I mean,
Kubrick always wanted to make a movie about Napoleon, and I don't know if this is the script, and then it got turned into the Ridley Scott movie, or totally different. But
yeah, I don't know.
I know. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, it'll be an interesting movie to see. What history that they decide to show. Like I'm assuming when he was really being having a lot of success on the war field.
Yeah. Yep.
A movie that I actually read the book about, but I haven't seen the movie for, but I know it got praise, was from Ridley Scott, The Martian with Matt Damon.
Oh, The Martian's good. Yeah, The Martian's good.
I love that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has such a varied career where you'll come across those movies like Thelma and Louise, and you're like, Ridley Scott did that? G.I. Jane, which I'm pretty positive he did that. Ridley Scott did that? Because he has such a shtick that you're so used to, like the sci-fi kind of thing.
He's one of those directors that can kind of branch out though, and then do different things.
Yeah. So Vendetta Films, I guess that's your production studio company if you ever make one. Vendetta Films. False Positive is the movie.
That's what it is, and I'm pretty sure it's Pierce Brosnan. Holland, if I'm mistaken, let us know. But yeah, that's what it's called. False Positive.
False Positive. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Looks interesting. Never mind. Criterion sale ends on the 28th. I just checked their Twitter.
Okay. That makes me feel better. I have about six more I'm looking to get.
So when it ends, how much money have you given Criterion?
I don't know, but currently I'm at.
You don't want to know.
I'm at like 35 titles so far.
But
in my defense, I've watched I only have like 9 that I haven't watched.
Holy crap, dude!
So I've been watching them.
You've given them a lot of money.
Wait, 35 just the stale?
Times 20, right? Because they're all 21. Like they're all the 21s.
A couple of 4Ks were 25.
Wow, yeah, you've given them a lot of money.
Wait, 35 titles this sale?
This sale, because you saved up for it
since this sale started.
Yeah, you saved up for it.
Yeah, I've been planning for a while.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they have another sale in like November?
Yeah. They do, but yeah, but I've been watching a lot of them too this month. So at my end of the month, everything I watch video, it's gonna be a lot of Criterion. I've discovered so many great films this month. It's been good.
What was the film that you were like, this is the first one I'm gonna pick up? I've been looking forward to getting this one. As soon as the sale starts, I'm getting it.
Well, I know I wanted Thelma and Louise, and I had a couple others, but really, I just kind of go and just browse and pick them up and kind of randomly, like they're all blind buys for me. But I will say I've watched like 25, 26 Criterions this month. My number one favorite that I've watched so far is Portrait of a Lady on Fire. So if you guys want to check that one out, anyone in the chat, it's a French film. Really, really good. Loved it.
The most recent Criterion I've seen is Brian De Palma's Sisters.
Yep, I got that one. Not recently, but I have it.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was different. Like there were certain times where the screen would be split and you were watching the scene from 2 different perspectives. I thought that was neat.
Yeah, for sure. De Palma's one I either love what he's like hit or miss for me sometimes. I think what's the one? Dress to Kill, right? That's
yes.
Him. And Blowout as well.
Yeah, those are his 3 that are on Criterion.
They're kind of almost like, some have elements of like film noirish style to them, and for whatever reason, I tend not to really gravitate toward film noir. I don't know why, but.
How do you feel about the others coming to Criterion? The Nicole Kidman movie.
Yeah, I'll pick that one up. I have the Blu-ray, but it's been so long since I watched it. But I remember being a pretty solid. I know the the twist already. Obviously, I've seen it, but it's a solid ghost film.
Yeah, I saw it before it got announced, and I sort of was.
You were
deterred.
like, I love when that happens because you have like a Criterion list on your letterbox. You're like, that's just like an automatic entry that I don't have to worry about. Nah, I've already checked it off.
Yeah, like that happened with like Romeo and Juliet.
God, I am so waiting, and this is the perfect time, if not December, because next year is the 25th anniversary of Eyes Wide Shut. And Eyes Wide Shut needs to be in the Criterion collection. There's so many cool like customs that people have already done You can look, like, you can Google them, like in the Criterion Collection, Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, like imagery for the artwork of it.
Yeah, and they're all amazing, and it's like, come on, this is the Kubrick movie that needs to be in the Criterion Collection. His last movie.
I'm with, yeah, for sure. I know someone posted about that on Instagram, and we had commented on that. But yeah, I watch that movie every Christmas Eve.
Yeah, yeah, and it's the perfect time. Announce it for December. You know, it's the perfect time to capitalize on the 25th. According to the Barnes & Noble website, the sale ends the 28th, just to confirm. Cool. Yes, it is Ridley. Cool. G.I. Jane is Ridley. Yeah. Caveman, you're hilarious. Hope you're well this evening. Question, are you shocked that the Flash movie is doing bad at the box office? Yeah, not really. Yeah. Not really. Somehow, for some reason, we checked it out, but that was really just for Keaton. And
yeah.
I've
so many films are doing the multiverse thing now that maybe people are starting to get a little bit tired of it.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing like people are posting on social media like stills from the movie, like with the CGI, and when it's not in motion, you really see like, and you're really looking at it, you really see just how jank it is.
But then the director says that's the aesthetic that they were going for.
Jank.
So is that true, or is that just damage control? Who knows? But the movie wasn't that, like, I don't really care about the movie. And personally, I even told Haley this when we left. I was like, yeah, for me still, this is there's only 2 Keaton Batman movies.
It felt like fan fiction.
You know what I mean? Like, even though he's back in the role, it didn't feel like the Burton stuff. So it, like, to me, it doesn't count, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully Joaquin Phoenix won't come up short in playing Napoleon. What is he, short? Is that like a thing?
Napoleon's infamously short.
Oh, Napoleon's infamous. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he was like, pretty sure he's like my height, like 5'2" or something.
My Joaquin is next year. Joker 2, baby. And thank God it finished filming. Thank God. That's all I got to say before the strike happened. That would upset me if that got delayed.
Did you ever see the Joaquin Phoenix movie? I think it's called I Am Still Here. I'm not sure, but it's that the fake mockumentary where he
has the crazy beard.
Yeah, he pretends to give up acting and become a rapper.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I want to, and I saw the interview he did on Letterman.
It's on one of the free services, maybe Pluto or one of the free streaming. So you have to watch it with commercials, but it's ridiculous.
It's funny.
I mean, it's interesting. You see him doing some wild stuff.
But is it serious? Like
it's not portrayed comedically. It's portrayed like it's serious.
Oh, okay. Hey, buddy.
Speaking of a good mockumentary and Criterion, this is Spinal Tap.
Okay. I haven't seen that.
Seen that one?
No. Is that Criterion?
Yeah, it's really like early on the numbers. It's like number 12. It's about this fake rock band, and there's this guy who wants to do a documentary on them because he thinks that they're just so cool, like their impact, like they've gone platinum so many times, and like Fran Drescher's in it. Funny enough, speaking of SAG.
I wonder if that's out of print, because I've never seen that in stores. I've never.
I know it's an older release.
Here, we'll pull it up here. It is. This is Spinal Tap. I can see the cover too.
Yeah, it's like a Metallica.
Yeah, this one right here. It's this one, Vin, right here. I don't know. Right there. It's very plain.
Yeah, I've seen that image and that lettering for sure.
It's
ooh, 84. 1984. That's one of my favorite years for movies.
Oh, it's such a good movie. It's so funny. Like, there's this running joke.
It's apparently the funniest film ever made.
Oh, it's hilarious. Like, I watched it by myself.
Oh, dude, it's from Rob Reiner. He did Princess Bride.
That's cool. Rob Reiner's also very, very versatile.
Yeah. So there's more incentive, because I know you like the Princess Bride.
There's like this running joke where their drummers keep mysteriously dying. It's funny. It's like the movie's set up where it's like it's praising this band for like doing all these great things, and really they're like a shit show. It's so funny.
Yeah, I was digging back on my shelves over there. It's not a mockumentary, but you made me think of it because it's a documentary in the Criterion Collection. Crumb. Have you guys seen this or heard of this?
No, but Terry Zwigoff, he's the guy who did Bad Santa.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a documentary about this really eclectic artist from, I believe, the 80s. And he has two brothers that it just follows their family and their story, and it's just a really weird, really interesting documentary. So if anyone in the chat, if you guys are looking for a really cool documentary, check this one out.
You mean the Fuck Me Santa guy made a documentary in the Criterion
He has
Collection?
2 movies in the Criterion Collection. It's Crumb and Ghost World with
Ghost World.
Scarlett Johansson.
And
Cool.
Steve Buscemi.
Cool cover. Yeah, cool cover. Look at that. Yeah, that's cool.
This is a good one too.
So I'm just waiting for Bad Santa to go into the Criterion Collection.
Oh yeah.
That needs a Criterion. And apparently Cody only has one Criterion in his. I've heard so many different ways people say Criterion. So you say
Criterion. You emphasize the on.
Criterion.
Now I've heard Derek at Pure Hangout. He says Criterion. Every time he does a video, I watch it and I'm just like thinking to myself, oh, like that's such an interesting way to say it. Criterion. I'm picking up some Criterions today. Love you, Pure Hangout. Cody, I own 1 DVD. Whoa, Scott Travis. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm thinking of Travis Scott. Scott Travis is in the chat here. I would recommend the Criterion by John Waters called Female Trouble. I have that. I have that one. Yeah. Pink Flamingos is pretty wild.
The Eggman.
Yeah. Eat poop at the end. Vin, there's a 12-step Criterion program going on right now that is 50% off as well.
12-step Criterion program. I was my first reaction to that was like, I need help, like a 12-step program.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, a rehab.
I think that's what he's going for here. Because you said you bought like 37 Criterion. Yeah. Are people aware that Criterions are regular price on Amazon all year round?
Yeah, it's kind of what I mentioned earlier. They're similarly priced on Amazon year round.
So do they get a discount on Amazon as well, or do they just stay the same? Is
They
that
just
what's your total Criterion count?
It's floating somewhere around 170.
Good Lord.
But I've watched most of them, so.
They love you, man. They love you.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, July's coming around. Here comes Vin.
Yep.
Oh, I think that's out of all the boutique labels, people who love Criterion really, like, they go hard during the sale. Like, they go, like, every time I've been to Barnes & Noble's in store, and I've gone like opening hours 9:30, there's always like 2 or 3 guys with like some obscure film shirt on, like looking through stuff.
Yep.
It's him. You see him.
Yeah. Well, at our old one, yeah. No, not anymore. Spinal Tap is out of print.
Oh, I would pick that up in a heartbeat if it ever came back. Because isn't oh, nuts. Don't Look Now. That's getting re-released.
Don't Look Now. I don't know. I thought you meant Don't Look Up. I was about to
wait. No, that's not what I'm thinking.
Freak out. I love that movie. Yeah, he has had a messed up life, Scott Travis. This is Spinal Tap. When I worked at GE, I got in trouble with the manager changing all of the Cook top controls to go to 11. Is that in the movie or something? You know?
I can't remember.
Okay. Crumb is fascinating, apparently, says Laren.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad he's seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Laren's
sorry.
seen some stuff.
Sorry, I got your reference now, Caveman. It's because they turn up their amps to 11.
Oh, okay. Vin, you should roll in with the loudest shirt possible to Barnes & Noble. I'm thinking Terrifier 2.
You know, I have that one in my collection. I still haven't watched that though.
Are you going to be, because now it's in theaters, that first one? Are you have any interest in checking it out?
The first one?
Yeah, it's like in theaters now.
No.
No.
I've seen it, but I have no interest in going watching it again in theaters.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. We caught up with the chat, and that's usually how we kind of determine that it's time to
it's about 90
head
minutes
out here, and it's literally 90 minutes.
There you go. Perfect.
So it's perfect. So in case anyone has not seen you before, we're gonna make you full screen here for a second, but let us know what's coming up if you want to let us know. I know you have your De Niro and Pacino,
Yep,
right?
yep.
It's De Niro, Pacino.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
Bobby Niro.
what's coming up on the Blues?
Well, you can find me Hard Copy Blues on YouTube and on Instagram, and my Letterboxd account is under Aceto866, which is ACETO866. But the only thing coming up imminently on the channel is this Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern time is episode 12 of Vin versus Vin with my buddy Vinicio over at his channel, Vinicio the Horde Cholo. And we're doing a stream talking about our favorite Al Pacino or Robert De Niro film. So any film that features one or both of them is eligible to be chosen. And we're each going to pick 9 titles, and our guest panel of judges will choose a winner. So that's coming up Sunday. And then pretty soon, I'm going to finish out the month with my entire Criterion collection video. People love those. So I'm going to try and put that out too before August.
Nice. Yeah, I like how you introduced the guest judge aspect to the.
Yeah, it took a while, but I'm very happy with it. You know, it's a lot more fun. It was always fun talking movies with him. You know, he's a great guy. But introducing the judges and making it more of an actual versus. You know, like
Yeah,
I think you had commented to me before, like on our debut episode, he was like, and you said something to the effect to me like, where's the versus aspect of it? And it kind of took me a while to figure out like, how can I implement this where there's actually a winner and a loser? But we've done it for about the last 3 streams. We've had 3 guest judges, and it's been just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That does make it, fit the title a little
Gives
more.
it a competition.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everyone loves a good competition.
Yep.
Laren, thanks, fans of something. Thanks for being here. Vin, love talking movies with you all. Likewise, dude.
See you soon, Laren. Sunday night. Yep, he's going to be one of the judges.
And then John says, Vin versus Vin is going to be a good time. Heck yeah, it is. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up episode 25 of Fans of Something Live. And our guest was Vin from Hard Copy Blues. So go check him out. Links down below. Make sure you're checking out Vin versus Vin this Sunday night, like he said. And let us know down in the comments. Barbenheimer, what are you excited for? What are you checking out? We're going to be, I don't know if we'll do a video or not, but we'll obviously talk about it. There's Felix. Have a great night, everyone. You too, Laren. Good night, everyone. Good night, Holland. Thanks for being here. And yeah, we'll be back with some videos, some live streams, some Felix. Vin, stick around. We'll do a formal goodbye. But we're going to end the stream here. So thanks for being here, everybody. You're all awesome. And there's one thing to keep doing, and that is keep being fans of something.